Hi, welcome to my channel from my heart to your table. Today I'm going to make a chicken marsala with penne pasta and some broccoli, fresh broccoli. I'm gonna start with the pasta. I have half a gallon of water and I'm gonna put a half a teaspoon of salt. I always like to use less in case that you need to add some more salt, it should be okay. So we're gonna heat the water up and we're gonna bring it to boil. And I have 1 pound of penne pasta in here. When the water is boiling, we're gonna add the pasta. We're gonna stir the pasta. I use water spoon because I don't want my dishes to damage, my pots and pans. And we're gonna boil the pasta for 12 minutes. We don't want the pasta to be smushy. We want it to be al dente. So we are going to cook it. And when we cook the pasta, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do the chicken marsala. Okay, here we are. We are now gonna make the sauce for the chicken marsala. And we're gonna use about 4 ounces of butter. And this is about half a pound of sliced mushrooms. I have 1 cup of regular flour. And then I have about a half a cup of diced onions. We are going to first melt the butter and saute the onions and the mushrooms. And then little by little, we are going to add the flour and we're going to mix it up to make sure that it cooks even, the flour. Once we do that, I already had 4 cups of water with a beef base on it and it's hot. Once I do that, once I melt the butter and I cook the ingredients here, we're gonna add it. We're gonna add the beef flavor, and we're gonna move it, and we're gonna stir that very carefully, and we are going to do it to make sure we don't get any lumps on the flour when we're doing that. And once we get that done, and we do it's not a gravy, it's a sauce. Then we're gonna add the Marsala wine, and it's gonna be about 1 cup of Marsala wine. So I am going to go cook the ingredients. I'm gonna bring it back to my camera so you guys can see what they look like. Okay, guys, as you can see, this is the Marsala sauce. It doesn't have the wine yet. I'm gonna put it back in the fire, and I'm gonna add the Marsala wine slow. This is only the butter, the flour, the mushrooms, and the onions that I sauteed. I will not put any salt in here because the flavor it has base, beef base. So if we need it, I will add some salt and in there, because I already seasoned the chicken with salt and pepper. We got to be very careful so we don't get a salty sauce. So I'm gonna put it back in the fire, and I'm gonna add the wine slow, and we're gonna let it simmer really, really slow when I show you how we're gonna prepare the chicken. And here I have fresh broccoli, and I have about 2 cups of water in the small pot, and I am going to blanch the broccoli. I'm gonna add a half a tablespoon of salt. When the water comes to a boil, I'm gonna place the broccoli in there, but I'm gonna cut them off. I don't boil broccoli, I don't boil fresh vegetables, because you take all the nutrients and all the vitamins and all the good things if you boil it. And they don't taste right and they don't look right. To me, broccoli, when it's cooked, it has to stay green. So I'm gonna get the water really hot, cut them off, I'm gonna put the broccoli in there, and for about 2 minutes, and then I take it off the hot water, and you guys gonna see how nice, crunchy, and beautiful it's going to look. And it's not gonna be smushy. It's not gonna be all soggy and ugly. As you can see, once I put the Marsala wine in there, it has this light brown color because of the mushrooms and the wine. And the white things that you see in there is the white onions. So this is how it's supposed to look. And I added a little bit of pepper, but once I put my chicken in there, that's when I'm going to taste it and see what the flavor is about the salt, especially the salt. Because salty food, it doesn't taste good and it's not good for you anyway. So I just want to show you what the sauce look like. It is not thick and it's not watery, and the nice light brown color is perfect because of the Marsala wine and because of the mushrooms. I will show you now how we're gonna do the chicken. Okay, guys, over here I have chicken breast. I have about 5 pieces, I believe. So they are about 4 ounces. I pound it with this. I get a cutting board. I put plastic wrap on it. I put the chicken in there, and then I fold the plastic wrap over the chicken. So I basically want to protect the cutting board and also protect the chicken. So I pound it with this. I use this side. That makes the chicken tender, and actually it gets, bigger and flatter, so it cooks faster. So I season it up with a little bit of salt and pepper. I put about a quarter of a teaspoon of salt and a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper, black pepper. So, and here I have a little bit of flour, and we're going to just light it, very light, put a little bit over the chicken, because we're going to sear this on the fry pan. We're not going to deep fry it. We're just going to, I have a fry pan there. So I have a fry pan with about 1 tablespoon of oil. And if we need more, we can add more once we put the chicken in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the chicken in there one by one and kind of brown it. That's what we're doing, just brown it in there. Then once that is brown, we are going to take it off and we're going to put it on the sauce that we have made, the Marsala wine sauce, and we're going to let it simmer until it gets cooked. It is not good to have the sauce boiling. It has to simmer, so I have it on the temperature of low. And we're going to do that process one by one. And the flour that you have here, the extra one, you got to throw it away. Once you put raw meat on any mixing thing like breadcrumbs or flours that you do to bread anything, you don't put it back, you throw it away. It's already contaminated with raw meat. I have seen people putting it back in a container, believe me. I have seen that. So, and make sure that when we finish with the chicken, we change the gloves so we don't have cross-contamination, because we are going to touch cooked food and we're going to touch broccoli and also the penne pasta. Okay, so that is ready to go. And this is going to be in the side until I get to clean it. As you can see, I am going to take his gloves off. I'm going to get new ones. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to do 1 piece of chicken, show you what it looks like. And then I finish the rest and I place it in the sauce. Okay, so here is the chicken breast. As you can see, it's light brown. We're not cooking it all the way on the fry pan. We're just gonna brown it up a little bit. When we do that, the flavor of the salt and pepper is going to stay there because of the flour that we put on it. So now I'm gonna place it on the sauce, the Marsala sauce, and I'm gonna let it simmer for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna use my thermometer to take the temperature that it should be 165 on the thicker part of the chicken. And then I should be able to come back to show you the whole recipe and a beautiful display. Okay, here we are. Penne pasta, al dente, green, beautiful green broccoli. It's cooked, it's not smushy, and it's still green. And the chicken marsala. I temped the chicken and it was 165, so it's perfectly cooked. If you like this video and this recipe, please subscribe and please hit the like so that we know that you like the video. And you can follow us on Facebook and also on Instagram, where I will cook some more and have fun when I'm doing it. Bon appetit!